Hi, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Sarah, and we're from Walker Adventures. We thought we'd jump on here today and give you a bit of an introduction of us and a look over our van, the Adventure XA132 Tour. First of all, we'll introduce our children. We have our daughter who's 11 and our son who's 8.
Hello.
You'll probably see them in our videos from time to time. And we've got our dog, our 15-year-old Lolly, who's actually completely blind. She comes camping with us. So we upgraded from a Jayco Dove, and with our kids growing older, we thought it was about time that they needed a bed of their own. So we were looking for something with bunks. However, we were restricted with tow weights and our vehicle, which is a Mitsubishi Pajero. So we were looking specifically something around the 13-foot.
So we went along to the Brisbane Camping Show where we tracked down Boss Adventure and had a bit of a chat to them, as well as a number of other companies who sell hybrids. And we chose Boss, and we'll run around the van and we'll give you a bit of description as to why. So this is our XA132 Plus. As you can see, it's got a massive front boot on it, plenty of storage. On the left here we've got the big gas bottle with the feet in. Normally on the other side there is a second gas bottle. You do have to rotate them because they're not both connected. However, we actually removed that and added in an extra water bottle because you just can't have too much water. Above that is the diesel heater tank. Diesel heater works amazingly well. 10 litres, we've never gone anywhere near running through that. It's got the Arc jockey wheel, very heavy duty, very good. We've had no issues at all with any of that. Around the side here, we do have what is supposed to be the generator slide. We use it for storage, as you can see, so this actually slides out. But yeah, we just store everything in there. We've got some more storage in the drawer at the top here. Very handy. Now down here further we have the capsule for the Thetford toilet, the mains power in, an antenna connection if you're at a caravan park that has that, the hot water and the external shower, great for washing off your feet at the beach, etc. And then of course the mains water connection and the water tank filler. Around the back, this is where it actually pops out. So it is a king size bed inside once that's popped out. Really good room, pretty comfy mattress as well. All the rear tyres you've probably seen in these hybrids fold down. Pretty easy to do. I set the back end up on my own. My wife does help on the inside, but you can easily do it by yourself. Okay, so coming around to the front now, we've got the quite large awning. We do have the anti-flap kit that came with it installed at the moment. A little bit finicky, but quite good. The only thing we did find with it is it's got the smaller size sail track rather than the larger one, so we've got these little attachments which have both sizes on it, which is quite handy, but just be aware it is the smaller size, the 6mm from memory. Coming around the front and under the awning we have the pull-out kitchen. Really well felt, full featured kitchen. We actually really like using it. A really good height, 4-burner, very efficient as well, with a small depth sink, which is great. We've actually put this foam in here. It doesn't look very pretty at the moment, but the reason for it is to keep mice, rats and any other crawlies out of your van. We had some friends that actually have a similar type van. They had a little crawler get in there and chew through the electrical cabling for the hot water system, which, well, made it not work. So that's why we've got that there. Now this little pantry here, and I do mean little, is actually pretty good though. We've actually managed to get all of our cooking plates and whatnot in there. It's just about, I guess, smart buying and packing. The reason it's so short is right behind there is actually the batteries for the van. So yeah, it's as deep as it could be. So it's good for what it is. There is plenty of power out here, so you've got some 12-volt power down the bottom here, and you've got a mount here for the TV that comes with it as well. So you can actually move the TV outside and run the TV from here. And of course there's the TV antenna connections in there as well, so you can use the antenna that is on the roof. Little table, does the job. Big glowing handle. Alright, so coming around to the front, we have the actual fridge slide. And now it is quite a big fridge slide. We've seen some friends who have similar vans, and ours is quite large. We actually got the fridge from Boss Adventure as well in the package that we had with them. So that's a 95 litre fridge, and as you can see, it fits in there quite nicely. There is a little storage boot here, which is for poles. Yeah, it's just a pole carrier for the most part. Now on the front here, on the front of the fridge slider, sorry I almost missed this, it's like a little pantry. Now it slides as well, so you can slide it off 2 levels. Now the only thing that was a bit funny about this when we first got it is this top one was around the other way. So to release this button, you had to sort of stick your finger down the side there. So I just popped it off, switched the rails around and put it back on, and it's so much easier. So for the most part, that's the outside of the van done. The only extra thing you're probably seeing here is this extra porch we've added on. It was made, so we've got it from Camping Mate. It adds about an extra 2.5 meters from memory, and then you've also got the angle down as well. It gives so much extra shade. It is definitely a good buy. One thing we did upgrade on the van was the solar controller. We found that the one that came stock was just a bit basic and not really up to the need that we wanted. So we upgraded that to a Renogy Smart MPPT solar controller. We also installed a Victron Energy Smart Shunt, so we can see exactly how much power we're using, how much we've got left, a bit more visibility over our usage and where we're at. So on the screen here I've got the apps for it. You can sort of get an idea of how they work. So this is the solar controller. It's telling us that we're doing a boost charge right now, and yeah, it's all working nicely. And then the shunt is telling us exactly how much we've consumed and how much power we actually have remaining. So I guess to start with, the first thing you come across is actually the controls, all the power control for the whole van. So the switches for your main things, power, lights, pump, etc. Also our water levels and the grey water tank. So there's 200 litres of fresh water across 2 tanks, and there is an 80 litre grey water tank. Now above that of course is a stereo, and there's just a little bit of storage. There's a very shallow cupboard, and the solar controller is also placed in there as well, which is the one that we replaced. Now up here of course are the bunk beds with the kids in them. What do you guys think of the bunk beds?
It's amazing. They're good, except if you put your head down here, it's burning hot. That's why we have the fans.
Yeah, the fans are good, aren't they?
You're meant to have your head here.
On this side of the doorway, we have the controls for the electric step, for the handle out the front there, and of course for the electric awning opening and closing, and of course down the bottom is the little extinguisher. Now further in we have the ensuite. So this is the combined toilet and shower. Pretty roomy for what it is for a 13-foot van. Quite good shower. Toilet works as a toilet should. Now being a 13-foot, there isn't a whole lot of standing storage or room. So we have a full height, well not full height, but pretty tall cupboard. And then 3 drawers and another little cupboard as well. It's enough for what we need. We're a family of 4, and for the all 4 of us, we easily do 4 nights, 5 nights without too much trouble. There is a couch here. Unfortunately, like this does lift up, but in there is the diesel heater, so there's only a little bit of storage room left in there. Probably could build a little shelf over the top of it, but then airflow around it could be a bit of an issue. So, king size bed, one of the best things in our opinion about it. So the back end, as you can see, folds out, and that's where the bed goes to. When it's closed in, the mattress just drops on top, and then we actually stack our chairs and a few other things on top of the mattress, mostly to actually put the weight more to the back of the van to keep the weight off the tow ball. With everything stacked on top of the bunks, we actually found that the tow ball weight was just a little bit too high. Now these windows are great, the coverings. You've got the screen at one end to slide up, and you've got the full cover at the other, and of course you can open it fully up. The windows are multiple level of adjustments are closed, and then you can just click it in at whatever point you want it to be. And yeah, pretty easy to use. Fans already built in. They are a little noisy. I'll flick one on, but they actually work really, really well. Some people do change them out for the Sirocco's, but I'm not sure if we see a need to do that at this point in time. A couple of storage pouches around the bed, great for your phone, your watch, your glasses, etc. That's pretty much it apart from the TV. Oh, actually no, next to the bed is actually these little lights. So it's got like a little night light mode and then you know, light mode. So it's really, really handy. And then also right down the very end is another set of lights. There's plenty of lighting in the van. It's actually really low power draw lighting, or LED. There are internal speakers as well as external speakers, and you can separate the zones, I guess you call them, by fading to the left and right on the stereo. So it means you can have the audio on either the inside or the outside, or both. The TV is a 12-volt TV, so you can run that when you're either off-grid or on-grid. It's decent. We actually replaced this TV with the one that we had at home. It's a slightly larger than the one that comes with it, but it works essentially the same. And of course, there is an air conditioner. Now, you can't use this when you're off-grid like we are right now, but it actually works really well. We've only taken this van to a powered caravan site once, and that was last week. Worked really, really well. Especially with this size van, it cooled it really, really well. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for what I can see.
We hope you enjoyed our little tour of our Boss Adventure XA132 Plus. We really enjoy our little van, and Boss Adventure, the guys over there, they've been super helpful. Anything that was wrong with the van, you know, the few little minor things that all new vans have, they fix them without any questions asked.
Yeah, we were dealing mostly with Bianca and Steve, and Remo as well, and all three of those guys been very, very helpful. Never had any issues at all. So.
Yeah, I think if we had the opportunity again, knowing what we know now, and if we were purchasing again, we'd have no worries in purchasing the same van. Yeah, so we're really happy with it. So yeah, head on over, check out Boss Adventure, and also if you like to follow along with our adventures, mainly in southeast Queensland, don't forget to like and subscribe.